the 33-yard line. To throw again. Rodgers. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Complete.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards. First down.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. Flush to his right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
And 10 yards.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Rodgers finding Valdez-Scantling. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past him.
On the return, Deontay Harris. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing again on second down. Breeze. Cook with a first down and much more. That'll be complete to Cook. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. A gain there of 21 yards.
2-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Play action. Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. This will be... Stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Adrian Amos on the...
That 2nd down play nets a -4.
38-yard line.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. Kevin King with a pick. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Mason Crosby for the extra point.
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier. as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up. And also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 36.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Dean Lowry. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. Another try after the first down sack. Breeze. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Adrian Amos with the pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
Throwing is Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers continue to roll. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Packers 35, Saints nothing. Mason Crosby to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Looking long for Thomas. And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
Here's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Rodgers finding Valdez-Scantling. And this offense is running away with this one.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And crossover out of bounds right at the 25. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 4.
On play action, it's Breeze. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
And 6 yards to go.
Now Breeze. This is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run from Alvin Kamara. And the Saints able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Lutz good on the extra point. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total.
And 10.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Crosby connects on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here's Harris to return it. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try to go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And 9 yards to go.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And complete right side to Cook. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down. Hey, easy. You're 21.
Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Thomas the intended target, and it's third down.
Third down and 8 yards to go.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Now Breeze. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down.
Incomplete.
On fourth down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
They start the second half with Kamara. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he finds Cook. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down.
10 at the 14-yard line.
Breeze going to throw. Interception. Picked up by Darnell Savage. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And this will be a Packers first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And now he'll There's a deep shot that's complete.
What a play! What a play!
Touchdown, Packers.
Complete.
Aaron Jones, 70 yards. And the Packers are pouring it on. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
They're on 31-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football.
And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos on the pick. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
On second down now, it's Jones. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
Well, how many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Second and goal. At the 4-yard
Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
17, Devontae Adams.
4 yards on the touchdown grab. And this offense continues to pour it on. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Packers 63, Saints 7. Mason Crosby to kick off for
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on them. Oh, be intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 20. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
On the tackle.
Here's Rodgers to throw. inside by Adams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down, Packers.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Marcus Williams on the coverage.
Slant to Adams. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there. 1st down.
First down, Green Bay.
And again, it's Rodgers. He's going to float this. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big pickup of 38.
38 yards on the play.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
2 yards.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart on points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback and a pick.
We know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
46-yard line.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. He's going to wind up and air it out. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 8-yard line.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
First down.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Got him man. It's Tanyan complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 30.
Rodgers again now. Rolling to his right. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. 11 yards there, 1st down. Rodgers to throw once more. Escaping the pressure right. Now that's caught at the 25. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 57 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will extend this big lead.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here's Harris to return it. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? Oh, my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Will Redmond. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. They're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. Hope you were really happy about those picks. Any fantasy team that has this defense.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and...
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Carrying it out deep for Smith. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
1st and 10.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
15 more yards.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 34-yard line.
It's caught. It's Thomas. And he's across for a touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Packers 70. Saints 14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzling me a little bit.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. This is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
You get down near the goal line.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. That one complete to Hill. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
It's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers throwing here. He's going to let it go again. And that's caught inside the 35. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Rodgers pass intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
One final try here for Breeze. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And